We're here in the final session of our completion wheel game, Yakuza Kiwami. I've learned the exact method of how to get Mishima to come play billiards. Aside from any RNG that there might be involved, and I'm not sure about that end of it, but I know exactly what way he would interact with us in the case of him actually being there, which is to walk in and interact with the billiards lady, and he should stop us at that point. So let's give that 10 tries and see if he shows up. If not, we'll just kick it to the finale. There is a video on YouTube of him trying to play 8-ball and immediately pocketing a loss. So I don't think he's unbreakable at it or anything. Just thought it would be interesting. Yeah, so he's not here. Nice art back there.
No.
Oh, he wants to play darts. Damn, cursed.
See.
Ton 80 Mishima. Well, that's good news for you, man. I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what you're talking about. People play count up. I have no idea how to darts. Every time I play it, I have to relook at the rules. When I was a kid, I played something called dart ball, which is baseball but played with darts.
Huh. Huh.
Not good. We aiming too low, maybe. Pretty lousy.
始めようが。
I was going for the bullseye, but I couldn't hit a single one of them. So I'm doing worse than before.
Nice tone.
Pretty bad news for me, what he just did.
Huh.
Trying to figure out how the aiming is done in this mess.
Nice tone.
That's better, I guess. I mean, he got more in one round than I have total, but he messed up once. We might be able to do this if I play again well and he doesn't do another big boy score, but I think I'm screwed because that first one. Seems like if I line up just the edge of this. Bull. And then back a bit. Is that good?
Nice shot.
I don't know what two-finger tech is, but I would say no, probably not. Oh, he threw the game. Thanks for the 3, Mishima.
That is. hat trick.
No, I don't do that. Oh, we're so close to S rank Majima. If I could just get him to come play billiards. But now I'm certain that he's, available to play it. 100%. Thanks for the sub, by the way. The big time first backer, million year, 86-month sub. Thanks so much. Yes! The dreams come true. Comes in here with his predator stick. This time. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got a grip on it at all, really. It's kind of like glued into his hand.
Nani?
Yeah, wait. Break and run Majima gets to break when he's called break and run Majima. That's not good. We'll play regular old 8-ball. I don't need that. I've been training all game for this Majima. It's time to put what I've learned to the test. That was too hard, but he's still undershot, so. Is that right? Is that how physics work this time? Well, that's not good. I mean, I'm just gonna break them again, I guess, 'cause it's obviously not gonna work, so. Hey, they gave me solids. Did they actually? No, I don't know. I've been playing this in this game, and they've not been giving me anything until this turn. So am I stripes? Or no, we are. Okay, they didn't give me solids. I was gonna say, I didn't think they'd randomly change the rules. The UI is just a little weird. Hit the 3, come on. Fuck. Not good enough.
Yosh.
Now what am I gonna do? I don't like this very much. For obvious reasons. Get the absolute lightest tap that we can on this bad boy. I think this will work. Maybe.
Good. We did get Majima to Williamhards before the game was done after all.
We gotta do something better than this, come on. There's nothing here. I don't think that... that's close also. This is probably more likely to go in. I'm gonna try this. Thank you. Now we're in there. You did not like that. Oh shit. Oh, we're good. I hit it light enough. I control this shit. This one's hard to judge. But I think this is about right. Ah. It's not right. Unless. Fuck.
力みすぎやで。
Foul. I'm telling you what, they could have consulted a rule book before they put billiards into this game. But that's okay. We'll keep on rolling. He's playing by the same weird rules anyway. So.
なんや。
どうした？
These shots are pretty lousy. It might be the case for going for the easy one just to set myself up a little bit, because these couldn't be much worse than it is. I'm pretty much in the same position.
大したもんやな。
Majima is not doing great. He's not got like
よし。
as much accuracy as the AI over here does. The one I've been playing all game in this. I put that spin on it, but it messed up the shot. I don't know how to account for that in this game. I need to get the 8 ball away from those two.
ま、気にすんなや。
Couldn't do it. I was trying to do both. I was trying to sink the 9 ball and also get the 8 out of the way. But it's okay, Majima can't do anything, so...
あかんわ。
力みすぎだぜ。
It's safer to go the other way around, but it's kind of a disaster no matter what here.
Hmm.
大したもんやな。
How the fuck am I gonna... I gotta try the same kind of shot. It's not that bad, I guess. This is about right. Kinda hard to see.
Hmm. 悪いな。
あかんわ。
0% accuracy. His only ball that he got was the one I hit in, and they said was a foul, even though that's not really a foul. I don't think, because I hit my ball first, so it should have been fine. The skunker. I feel like he's never played billiards before or after this match. I'm gonna go fight him one more time for the S rank Majima, and then we're gonna go do the finale of this game. Also, I have a couple quests to turn in anyway. Might as well turn them in, right? It's like 3 active, mostly finished quests to do. Finished cars, that took forever, but it's done. I don't see the markers, which is weird. Oh, sorry, excuse me. It's the trouble finder. I never had it on. I'm looking for the marker for the quest. I've never equipped that thing. The one I had on was to find keys. I've never equipped the other one. But he apparently is not here anyway.
もう大丈夫かな。早いよ。
A bunch of tough guys in there. Whoa. Whoa.
来ないかな。待ってよ。
I definitely have an item for finding trouble. But it's not been for that, it was just to find, like, people to beat up. Well, I'll put it in my inventory because I got no reason not to, but... I didn't know that's what it was even for, because I've never equipped it. Kind of annoying that you need to. Doesn't seem to have done much for me. Blue triangles. I think that's just the name of the places. I don't think there's something going on at every single one of these. There's a quest marker over there. This seems a little odd. I've been getting those exclamation points without it. Well, that item just needs to be permanently equipped, but I guess, but it must have bugged out permanently for me that whole time, because I never equipped it, maybe more than initially, thinking that it was help you find people who are being mugged just for like bonus money or something silly. Something much less useful than quest markers. Whoa! Well, there was a exclamation point up here and it's missing again. So. Man on a ledge.
テレビの撮影か何か？
おい、飛び降り自殺する気じゃねえか？
おい秋元、バカな真似するんじゃねえぞ。
今警察呼んだからそこ動くな。水木ちゃんごめんね。
ああ
Yeah. I don't know if it was, I mean, yeah, it was always showing me progress. I don't know if it was ever showing me quests just on the map.
おい、バカなことするんじゃねえ。
誰だよお前ら。
そんなことしても誰も喜ばないよ。
邪魔しないでくれ。そこから近づくと飛び降りてやるからな。
We got things to do, man.
だったら飛び降りてみろ。本当に死ぬ気があるんだったらな。
ちょっとおじさん。
大丈夫だ、はるか。
This type of guy will never join me at the barbecue.
本気で飛び降りる気はねえんだ。
ああ、わかったよ。じゃあ飛び降りてやるよ。
え？
おじさん。
おいお前、ちょっと待て。
うわ
What? Shit.
おいはあ。
くさー、なんで死なせてくれないんだよ。畜生。
おい大丈夫か？
早く警察呼んでよ。
それにしてもうまいことぶら下がったな。
Well, all's well that ends well. Another job well done.
待てよてめえ。
Hey, fellas.
俺にガンつけた。
邪魔だ。
Cannot remember for the life of me how to stop the weapon guy from clobbering me with his damn thingy. Hey! Seemed correct to me, seemed to work. What do you want? Nice sidekick. That's right, we got things to do. We don't have time for that quest. It's all good. Well, the food shop's right there. Excuse me. All open? Hey. Out of the way. Chief, pull me.
いらっしゃいませ。
Yeah. Chief, pull up.
ありがとうございました。
Well, I guess I'm confused on how to find my damn quests. Because that is probably not it either. We're looking for quests that are already underway and should be damn near moved and almost done. I guess I'll read them and try and figure out what they want me to do if they're still doable. A little strange that they're missing. Unless this is one, but I don't think it is. This is the, this is one that I was working on, I think. It's the one with the claw machine guy. Unless it's this kid in his dumbass beetle game, but I'm not doing that, so.
いらっしゃいませ。
The claw machine guy looks like this dude here, but he is not here, I guess. His quest is still open, so I know I need to claw machine one more time. Let's take a look here. Champion District, I was just there, couldn't find him. Public Park 3 and Champion District. There's no data on... Okay, there's Public Park 3, so turn around. But Champion District, I literally just ran through and he wasn't there. So I guess we're not doing these quests after all. If this park is empty, then they just can't be done right now. Well, there you have it.
危ないじゃないの。
桐生さん、こっちです。
ああ、
そんなことはいいですから。何かと必要だと思って。これ、ホスト仲間からの気持ちです。
Wow, hey, thanks.
そうか。
Just in case, you know.
おじさん。
The exclamations have appeared. Nice bag. Majima, where are you? accidentally started a new quest. Hello.
Nani?
Wait, this... There was a key here, damn it. Where's the key? Yeah.
Oi. Oi.
Oh my. Violence. There's a butterfly in the tree. They even get that stupid thing. Great.
Yeah.
Nice suit. Damn. Nice suit. Damn. The Majima surrender somewhere. To do first person, you have to stop completely still. And, then you can maybe do it. You remember the buttons.
Oi. Nani?
Okay.
Yeah.
You got beaten up.
Ah.
Oh, it's the goon. I see. It all comes around, you see. Kojima, please. That's dangerous. Shit. Damn. I can counter his knife with the Kiwami if I can pull it off, but it's super tightly timed because he's so fast. You need that arm, my man? Couldn't get it. He just grabbed himself a whole health bar of shit. Jeez. Can't counter the knife. Fuck. My abilities make Brawler use heat for natural moves, and I never have Kiwami because of it. Presumably it makes them stronger, but it's kind of a downgrade for boss fights. I have not been able to interrupt his healing twice because of that. Rush, on the other hand, gains bar now just for evasion, so it's super easy to fill it up. Complete opposite. As the game goes on, Brawler is getting a little bit worse and Rush is getting better, and Beast is completely out. And I don't think I'll ever use Dragon. Like, really use it. That didn't go well for me. Just want my dragon finisher. Can't get it. Dragon's so bad I can't even grab successfully for like one single tip of damage. Can't do it. It's all rush. Rush or nothing.
ごっついのう。また来るで。あまあまや。
Back to the peep bowls here. I will do the S rank quest for him if it shows up.
Nani? Oi.
Goodbye. We sure got roped into a weird thing. Okay. Okay, let's go turn in the quest I was meant to get done. Hey, what's up? I love taxis. Look at the friggin' map. It's just-
おいてめえ。おい待てよ。二度と面見せるな。
There's a hospital. Sweet. Hey, automatic resurrections. Too bad Kenji don't have this. he looks up at the wall of this place, just thinks about some deep shit. Stares right at that door. Closes his eyes and imagines Kenji. I'm gonna take a cab. That's all I know. I guess we're waiting for a phone call for the hitman. And also, maybe I'll go look for the claw game guy, but we're pretty much in wrap-up at this point on mini quests, and I'm gonna make a save, like they said. Yeah. Hub Sega that has the guy is probably up here. How did you get here? Can you believe it's him? He just drives me to where we killed his boss. And we don't realize anything's wrong until we get out of the cab and for 30 minutes stare at the dock.
Nani?
How did you get in a taxi cab and drive for hours just and not know that you weren't going to the other side of town? You think the taxi cab's gonna break bad? This is the same fight we just done did with Mad Dog here. Skunker Majima. This time it's rushed all the way down the line because ain't nothing else works. We do hit quite hard now that heat's on. Even initial grabs just get canceled instantly. I've never been able to do anything with that stun. I figure I'm supposed to use Kiwami, but it never has prompted me even. It's a very short stun. It's something like after 20 hits in a row, we get him for like 1 second of stun. It's really hard to read that it's gonna happen and cannot prepare for it in advance. Wow! My man's got 1,000,000 dodges. That time he's still stunned and he's still dodging me. I like him in the corner here, it's nice. I don't like him in the, oh. Big old open space where he can dodge forever. Damn. I'll give you medicine for this fight. What the? Why wouldn't it work? What do they want from me? Fine, he'll just get a full heal then, I guess. There's nothing I can do to unlock anything in this tree. So... I don't see any heat moves in here. And even if I did, I can't access them anyway. Yeah, S is not the end of this. We still have like 15 Majima fights to go if we wanted to triple S his thing. Which I might do later, but for the purposes of completing the game, I'm just gonna do S. This is our last official Majima fight. If I'm bored and just feel like grinding, I'll do some arenas and stuff in this game and get some more of those sub-quests done. I mean, the game got better once the skills got unlocked, which is, you know, terribly paced. I still feel like beast mode, in this game at least, is not very good. The dragon is bizarrely bad, even now, after all this work. And the other two are good for their functions. They both have a purpose. And the more you get in them, and I pretty much have all of them at this point, the better the combat feels, because I can actually do stuff now, you know, I can evade. Like, look how much he's hitting me. Only when I actually make a mistake is he actually hitting me for the most part. I mean, he's still kind of hard to read, but it's more of a game than it was when I just couldn't stop the boss from healing at all. That being said, I can't stop this one from healing either, but at least I can fight back. At least it doesn't feel like I'm just running around hoping. unlocking skills like that, I don't know what else you would do with your skill points, but it does cause that kind of problem. You should probably rebalance that a little bit. Give me one of the Kiwami skills right out the gate if you want me to use them all the time. I need to get my bar back up before he tries to do something else. In fact, I would like to get it into the red just in case that's why I wouldn't climax last time. Climax heat red area maybe was needed on Dragon, I'm not sure. Fuck. I'm used to more reactive combat in these games than we're getting. There's no like realistic way to dodge a bunch of dudes and stuff. Like it's just like yeah, I can't stop him. I hate to compare it to like Assassin's Creed, but I can't think of another game off the top of my head except for maybe Sleeping Dogs. It fights a group of dudes like this one does all the time, and actually lets you have a good chance of dealing with them. It is a lot more similar to the old NES beat-em-ups, where once you get hit, you're stun locked, and that's old, that's rough. You have a couple options, but mostly that's the way it is. I do feel like Sleeping Dogs is one of the better ones that I've played. I liked it a lot. I don't usually play this kind of games much. That one was exceptionally good. And it was kind of what I thought this would... I just assumed, you know, every modern game of this nature would be at least that. I haven't played any of these before, so it's all fresh to me. Here's one more punch.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is still good despite the combat being pretty lackluster. So I can see playing some more of these anyway. It is an open world sort of game, but it's so condensed that it feels pretty good. I think that helps a lot. The world not being obscenely big for no reason on Earth is good, actually. After just coming from 2 runs of Elden Ring, which has the opposite approach, which out the gate I was like, ugh, like super huge, kind of empty. This is condensed as hell and I like it way more. I know where I'm going. There's not really a whole lot of exploration, but you know, whatever. I don't like exploration that much. I forget what I was doing. I'm waiting for a phone call for that one quest. See what I just picked up from the clown. Nothing great. I was looking for Club Sega, this one thing, and it's gonna be that one, I think, in particular. But also, I wanted to do this weird Hitman thing that we got roped into, but it seems like they're not gonna call me. I'm waiting for a phone call, I think. I'll check. And that's it for subquests at the moment, and I have no reason to go looking for more. Unless this is something. Like if I stumble on them, I might do them. Hey.
Good.
I didn't actually see that coming. Oh, whatever. He's not in here, so, I don't know how to finish that quest either, but big deal. Photo booth. I happen to have a photo book with me, yeah. He's not at the other one either. That's good.
少し照れるな。失敗だな。失敗だな。失敗だな。
I like this money photo. Because he's got his mouth obscured in a good way. We get 5%. Batting cages are here. Uh-oh.
そこのキリュウちゃん、止まりなさい。はよ出さんかい。
Don't let him inspect. What are you doing? He's not a real cop, you jerk.
お。アウト。あ？最
He's got a blue health bar. Outrageous. Wow. I'm just tanking right through it. Well, 3 more health bars to go. Oh. Please don't do that. No healing. While I was trying to figure out how to get him to play billiards, I saw young Majima without his eye patch. Actually. At some point in his life, he was eye patchless. In his teenage years. He looked a little strange, unintimidating, honestly. Without it. You guys got any like vice thingies or yeah? Brawling right through this worked out okay, I guess, except for he's healing the fool now. Can't do much about it. I'm gonna use these these skills I can actually replace. Continue breaking bicycles. We eat a lot of shit, but I can counter through all his hits and just keep on hitting him back, and then he goes down pretty quick, at least. Hey, real XP. I did know. I'm gonna need a ton of medicine if I'm gonna keep using Brawler, though. Can't do that forever. Hey there. Did you hire me to kill me, or are you the prize man? You're fine, it's fine. Away. mysterious man. This guy's tough.
Boy.
Here, have your phone and your knife. We have a lot of XP. I noticed. Well, I haven't tried the slime spray yet. I would like to give that a shot. I'm not interested in that one, really. I am interested in that one. And that one. Beast mode. We're gonna leave the wheel slightly incomplete. How rude. Counterattack. Instead of the 5th triangle, we do a grab. I've been using Brawler enough that I feel like I can actually do those moves, unlike the other ones where I just don't keep track of it well enough to know the moves. Bear hug. I get the feeling that disarming the enemy will be useful soon, but I'm not going to get it yet, so whatever. That sounds fun. I want the bear hug, though. L1 then O. There's some things to try. Oh no! You gotta get the hell out of here, man. I mean, there he is. I probably will at some point get the S ranks on this, so I guess I'll go fight him. Hopefully it's not a huge pain in the ass this time. He doesn't have quite as much health. He's just regular Majima. Shit. Oh, that's not working out. Mostly we have beast moves to try, and I don't think that that's great here. Maybe high level beast is better because it resists a lot of damage. Let's see how these moves are done again. Hold L1, press square when attacked. L1, then triangle when attacked. When in heat mode. And in heat mode is also the grab. There it is. That's not too impressive. Oh, that's good. Because it's such an interrupt. That's less good. It's less encouraging. Yeah, all three of those use up. See, each one of those costs a skill in the range of 50 XP, which is You really just need the bear hug. The rest of them are just worse than the bear hug. Honestly, if you're gonna pick one, that's the one to pick. So the other two are just in the way. I feel like I got more value out of rush and counter to the blue. Wow, done all kinds of weird moves that aren't great for me here. Trying to use my thump on him. Yeah, I like Majima, but he definitely is too common. And they're just squeezing a lot of content out of him. We honestly were doing pretty good in beast form here compared to Tompa counterattacks. It's not really great. It's hard to hit him with this. I mean, I like him being in like the billiards and shit. That's fun. But the random battles, there's already enough of those without him adding to 50 more of them. Oh. I'm gonna have to go get some heals after this. And then I'll start the finale at last. I'm better off without the Tonfa, honestly, in this form.
さすがや
The only problem with him really in this one is that the fighting portions of him are too numerous. You need to engage him so much to get this bar up to... I mean, triple S is just too high of a freaking number, that's all. Triple S, what the fuck? There is where we're going, so south a couple blocks. Another set of beef bowls, please. He is giving me a lot of XP at least to make up for the cost of those heckin' skills. At this point, we have pretty much everything. I mean, what even is left? X and then throw. Yeah, that sounds fun. I want to try that the cyclone swing. Charged throw. Durability of knuckles does not decrease when you're calm. These ones don't sound great. They just don't sound useful, so not too worried about those ones. Everything that's left costs 85 XP. I think we're doing fine on that. Excuse me, I'm shopping.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
That'll do, I guess. That's like 5 health bars worth of healing. And heat for free. I don't know what we're in for, but if that's not enough, then we're in probably a big cloud of trouble. Cannot get away from Mishima, man, and his menacing men. This is working really well against him, though. Let me see what I was doing. I can't remember the exact input for this. X and then hold triangle. Evade and then X triangle. Evading is not really the style for brawlers, so I don't know why evading is part of the combat. we do a decent chunk of damage at least, so this huge health bar is not the worst. I didn't mean to get halfway through S, but yeah, the ranks don't take too long, which is why I think I might actually do it at some point. It really is like 7 or 8 more fights, so like an hour of working on him and he'd be done. Make a save. Can I save to a different, yeah, let's do that too. I guess this is so you can set the daytime and maybe do those quests.
もう準備は整いましたか？
あ
わかりました。月並みなことしか言えません。
あ、
なんだか
Okay.
あそこにお母さんが。
そうだ。やっと会えるな。
おじさん、私なんて呼べばいいんだろう。
弓お姉ちゃんって呼ぶのか？お母さんでいいんだ、はるか。
うん。おじさん。
キリュウ。
Hey.
あんたやら登場界の4代目から直々の褒美が出る。
4代目？
金持ちも女もな。何年ぶち込まれても釣りが来るぜ。
今夜は暑いぜ。なんせ殺しのお墨付きだ。次期会長錦山さんのな。
Saw fellas.
はるか。心配するな。
Don't worry, I'm level 300.
必ず弓に合わせてやる。信じてくれるな。
うん。やっつけて、おじさん。
手加減はしねえ。死にてえやつだけかかってこい。
Haruka, watch this hyper violence. He just takes it. It's fine. Don't worry, those are designed for safety. That would never hurt anybody. You ever close your hand on the car door? It feels great. It's like a massage. Hey, big guy. Wow, what a throw. I was gonna say after 30 or 40 guys, wouldn't the last like 300 be like, ah, that's enough? A couple knuckleheads just refuse to stop. This guy's got a gun. Something about the way this guy punches really hurts. It's time for the cyclone here. Evade, then grab. With heat on. Looks like we have unlocked everything anyway. I don't know why it changed my form there. But that's alright, whatever. What the? Jeez. What, you click? You playing some Space Cadet in there? What are you doing? Oregon Trail? Anti-government student activist. Where'd that crew go? Whatever. Can we get some more dinner? Hey. Damn. Hell yeah.
しかし不思議な感じだぜ。今一緒にいるお前がユミの子供なんてな。
おじさんはずっと昔からお母さんと友達なの？
ああ、ユミが今のお前より小さかった頃からな。
そうだったんだね。
そんなユミが母親になってるなんて時が経つのは早いもんだ。
そういえばお母さんがひまわりに手紙を持ってくるときね、いつもその手紙を声に出して読んでくれたんだ。
ユミの自分の気持ちが綴られた手紙だったんだな。
うん、すごく優しい声で読んでくれた。
じゃあ今度は本人の口から直接聞かせてもらおう。
Let's go.
隠れてろ、はるか。
Try not to get shot. There's gunmen. Ridiculous. I didn't get that host alert, by the way. Thank you, Ty Tuesday. Sorry about that. I just now saw it. I'm that slow. I was watching robots, though. Hey. Guns, knives, they got it all. I don't know what we're supposed to do about bullets. I feel like I have a talent in my tree that helps with them some, but like, realistically, we're just gonna get shot, right? Like... The elevator. I mean, escalator. It doesn't work in this one. There was a big deal about a working escalator in video games on Twitter the other day. Because it's so complicated to pull off. They're always disabled like that. They're always just offline. Hey, this is great, actually. I like that. Finally, the combat makes sense. Only I have the fortitude to pull the trigger. Hey. Pretty scary knife guy over there. He's a tough guy. That was a pretty interesting way to start a fight, though. Damn, I can't resist the, I think that's the stand-up heat that I haven't been able to pull off this whole time, because usually when you're on the floor, you lose your heat already as it is. I think one of the mistakes this game made was taking your heat away for any reason other than using it on an actual move. It should be a conscious choice, and since you do lose it every time anything happens, you never have it to use when you want, and you can't pull off moves like that one very often. I'll take this one. Hey there. Give me them guns. Damn. So evasive. Nightmare. Teamwork. Man, it's the Flash. No wonder I can't punch him. Got him with a sideways punch. Can't see that coming. Hey there. Yeah, let's just take the elevator now.
急ぎましょう、伊達さん。
須藤、お前。
時間がないです。早く。
須藤、お前、こんなことして大丈夫なのか。
横浜で伊達さんに言われて気になったんです。それで自分で神宮を内定してみたら、神宮が世良とつながっていることが分かりました。あの100億は神宮の金だったんです。
そりゃ分かってる。
ですが私にはもっと別の裏があるように思えるんです。神宮はあの金を取り返して何に使うのか。
神宮の本当の目的か。
はい、別の組織とつながっているのかもしれない。東上会と MIA、 それ以外の組織の影を感じるんです。
刑事の勘ってやつか。
ええ、まあ私も伊達さんの弟子ですから。
Hey, they're pals.
私たちも自分の目で確かめに行きましょう。
Employ the month. Yeah, that'll work.
Yumi.
Hey, you could have visited me in jail. Or... Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Water under the bridge.
Haruka.
うん、分かってる。はるか。お母さん。お母さんなんだよね。
はるか、ごめんね。辛い思いさせてごめんね。
お母さん。
私ね、お母さんね、本当はあなたと一緒にいたかった。でもね、自分がお母さんだっていうことができなかったの。
いいよ、お母さん、分かってるから。私嬉しいよ。おじさん。
よかったな、はるか。
おかえりなさい、カズマ。
Hey, thanks. I had to beat up. You wouldn't believe how many guys just today.
Yumi.
I also may have shot a couple hundred.
なんだ。
きっと彼が来たのよ。奪われたものを取り返しに。
I'm hoping that Majima ends up killing the final boss himself somehow, instead of being in the way.
お前が神宮。
こうして会うのは初めてだね、桐生一馬君。初めましてと言うべきか、さようならと言うべきか。君には苦労させられたよ。
100億を取り返しに来たのね。
ああ、そうだ。当然の話さ。それはもともと私の金だからね。それに他にもいろいろ処分しに来たのさ。
何？
はるか！
おじさん！
神宮。お前。
バカな男だ。まあヤクザなど皆こんなものか。
お前、どうして自分の娘を撃てるんだ。
仕方ないことさ。その子供は私にとって邪魔者でしかない。私の今後、いやこの国の今後のためには必要のないものなのだよ。
自分が愛した女とできた子、どうしてそんな簡単に。
カズマ、この人にはそんなこと言っても無駄よ。この人の頭の中にはそんな感情はないの。自分が出世することしか考えてない。
何を分かったようなことを言ってるんだ。 私に捨てられた女に何がわかるというんだ。知ったような口を叩くんじゃない。
私にはわかるわ。どうして世良さんがあなたを裏切ったか。あなたは国のため政治のためと言って全てを切り捨てて生きている。でもね、それは全部言い訳。結局は自分がのし上がるための理由でしかない。そんな信念はすぐに嘘と分かってしまう。
ふざけるな。お前や世良ごときに私の何がわかるというのだ。ユミ、
あなたには何を言っても無駄ね。
Cyborg?
自分が恥ずかしくない。
Hologram? Bulletproof. Maybe he's just a bad shot.
ずいぶんな言いようじゃないか。でももうそん
I
な
think he's
こ
just
と
a
は
bad
ど
shot.
うでもい
Okay.
い。
That scene was a
こ
little
こでお
confusing.
前らは終わりなんだからな。
そうかな。まだ終わってへんのちゃうか。
Sure took your time.
寺だ。
これ
I
で
also
力
have
は
one
五
pistol.
分五分や。風間さんの意志はまだ生きとるんやで。なんやねん。
これだから頭のない極道は困る。やる。
どういうことや。お前ら。
あなたまさか。
そうだよ。私は登場界から近江連合にくら替えしたんだ。バックの組織をな。
なんだと。
私は着々と進めていたんだ。登場界を捨てて近江連合と協力関係を築く計画をね。
そんな話俺は知らんぞ。
Never heard anything about.
お前は近江連合の5代目に踊らされていただけなんだからな。もう1年前から話は進んでいたんだよ。5代目と私の間でね。私は世良が私を裏切ることは分かっていた。彼は融通の利かない男だったからね。理想を求めずっと私を支援してきてくれたが、結局は現実の前にくじけたんだ。
現実だと。
ああ、そうだ。君らに政治の話をしてもわからないだろうが、国を動かすには金と力が必要なのだよ。私にとって彼はその力だった。だが彼は変な信念のために私の理想から離れていったのだ。数年前殺してくれたと思っていたユミが生きているということを知った私はセラ、いや登場界を捨てる腹積もりでいたんだよ。
それでお前は近江連合にすり寄った。
そうだ。私は近江連合に話を持ちかけた。近江連合としては私の政治力は魅力だ。政治と裏社会、この2つを牛耳ることができたら日本を操ることなど造作もないことだからな。
もしかしてこの100億は。
ああ、近江へと渡る。私としては登場界も潰れてくれてまさに一石二鳥というわけだ。
じゃあ錦も
You know what laughter sounds like.
そうだよ。彼に100億の話を吹き込んだのは私だ。出世欲に取りつかれた若造に餌を見せて動かしただけだ。彼は見事にその役目を果たしてくれた。セラの暗殺から内部抗争までね。そしてさらに嬉しい誤算があった。君だ。君が現れてくれたおかげで
You
登場界
you
は崩壊
single-handedly beat the entire Tojo
本
clan
当にお礼を言いたい気分だよ。
out of hand.
貴様。
悔しいだろう。だがな、もう遅い。私は近江連合と手を組み、日本国のトップに立つ。
It would appear that you, sir, are unstoppable. This has been great for me anyway. I'm going to stop you now.
私の理想が叶うのだ。
そんなことはさせないわ。
何を言っている。動くな。
もうこれであなたは私を撃てない。これが爆発すれば店の中にある100億も一緒に消えてなくなる。
You waiting to pull that out this whole
100
time?
億をあなたには渡さない。
Your daughter got shot at just a minute
こ
ago.
の世から消すわ。
何をバカなことを言ってるんだ。そんなことをして何のメリットがあると言うんだ。
何にも分かってないのはあなたね。 人間はそんな損得感情だけじゃ動かない。もっと熱い、もっと強い気持ちがあって初めて動くものなの。昔のあなたにはそんな気持ちがあった。だけど権力を持つことや出世することにあなたは溺れたの。
何を今さら、何を言ってるんだ。
カズマ、はるかをこっちに。
これでユミとはるかには手出しできねえな、神宮。なあ神宮、世良会長はな、あんたが何を考えているかなんてお見通しだったんだよ。
何？
会長はあんたに気づいてほしかったんだ。昔の強い信念があった時のあんた自身を。だから自分の命を危険にさらしてまで100億を盗んだ。あんたから取り上げようとしたんだ。
バカな。何を根拠にそんなことを。
Yeah, we have this letter that we probably should have put in a bank.
風間さん、頼みます。
セラ、お前これ名前が入ってねえじゃねえか。
風間さん、俺は本来登場会仕切る器じゃありません。金儲けしかできねえヤクザです。後目は風間さんが決めてください。登場会を、極道の未来を託せる男を。
遺言状だと。
ああ、あんたは遺言状の存在を錦にちらつかせ、内部分裂を画策したんだろうが、本当にあったんだよ。会長とおやつさんが命がけで残したんだ。
うるさい。セラめ、この後に及んで私を舐めるような真似をしよって。そんなもん今となってはただの紙切れだ。
俺が死ねばなあ。だがそうはさせねえ。俺は風間のおやつさんや世良会長が残してくれたもんを守る。俺は登場界4代目桐生一馬だ。
Yeah, that's right. I've killed all of the gang that I would be organizing, but nonetheless. Hey, don't shoot me. I'm gonna beat these guys up real quick. That guy was confused about where I went. That's interesting. Got that good old cycling wheel in there. Fifth chairman kick.
さすが一人でよくもそこまで頑張れるものだな。
何人でも相手になるぜ。
無理をするな。もう息も絶え絶えではないか。
I'm powered by beef bulls.
藤川杞憂。
伊達さん。
神宮恭平。今四課が逮捕状を請求した。贈収賄、銃刀法違反、殺人教唆。お前はもう終わりだ。
証拠は何もない。当たりだ。
It's evidence right there, man. Hey, that is literally evidence. What you're doing right now, that's evidence.
こうなった以上、全員死んでもらうほかない。覚悟はいいね。
How to fight 50 guns. Dropping like vampires, what the fuck? I'll take that, thanks. Give me the full one. Hey man, watch out, that's dangerous. I don't think there's a heat for guns, but I might be wrong. He uses it like a club because he's a maniac. Honestly, it can't because the heat button is throw. It is the same button that fires the gun, so it can't be. How'd you break loose? So am I just gonna eat some medicines here? Ultimate weapon. Well, maybe not. Nice shot. Man. Delayed. We're over here now. Drop my gun. Just stay on the chopper, man. Just leave. What are you doing? Are you nuts? Is that a dumb question? I guess it is. I don't know. Whatever, man. Here's your guy, though. Colonel Pile Driver. Oh. Fuck. We're just gonna deal with getting shot for a while, I guess. Just gonna accept that that's life here in Final Fight Zone. guys aren't very tough. They have extended health bars, but like they drop in like 5 to a couple hits. So 1 or 2 more shots to the back, and I should be good, I imagine. Nice grenade. I decided that rush is probably the way to go here. Thank you. He's considering throwing another grenade. I evaded that one somehow, but I think I still took hits from it. We cannot interrupt his shot, no matter how many kicks we kick. Man, what a nuisance. Finally, yeah, it's funny, you're by yourself now. Hey, I still have 1,000 medicines. I also have a secret weapon. That's right. Slippery jelly. No, that won't work on him, it says. They zombieing up. They saw my salt and got mad. What heat action is it trying to do? Oh, we're getting destroyed by these QTEs. Instantly awful QTEs, damn. Man. The heat stealing is so annoying right now when I'm trying to check out my moves. Thank you for the sub. Wow. The humiliation of salt. Eat salt, you jerk. Cool freeze frame of that missile coming in. I get changed on forms a lot more than I mean to. I don't remember telling you to do that one. Alright, man. Let's hit him with the umbrella. My fucking heat is gone again. I hate it. Brush exists pretty much just to fill up my heat bar here while I try and goof around. I'm just gonna ignore these thugs, like, whatever. They're mildly annoying, but we're killing him. He's going down. It's fine. There's nothing unusual about his regen there. It was... If I could just get my heat bar to fill up, I can go after the boss with that and just guarantee hits. Nice throw. He read me. I hate that the heat is always empty. It feels so bad right now when I should have it, you know, because it would open up some opportunity to do some actual damage here. They just steal it again, just like that. Steal it completely. That sucks. Sucks a lot. The stun lock, the heat drain, it's all miserable. It's just designed to be the worst. Good thing I got my cheating umbrella here. The freaking boss armored bullet shots. Damn guns. He didn't heal too much there, but I couldn't stop him. I'm still kind of annoyed by the fact that grabs can be countered like that, and it's really weird because there's nothing you can do. If you grab them, you're probably just gonna get knocked over, like, and you're gonna take damage too. Like it's just a button you don't use, in fact, at all because of that. Like it cannot succeed. Fuck, man, he is gunning big time over there. Just one more hit, please. He is spamming so much right now because he's just down to 2 guys again, I guess. Well, these things aren't solved by grinding because, you know, I'm max level. This is as good as you can get, as far as I know. I've got him now. Him by himself, I can just do this. Yeah, dragon mode we don't have at all. What? Why did you think you could fight a guy full of medicine? Hey, can you believe that? I just wanted to see my moves in case this is the end. I'm not sure if it is. I haven't fought this guy yet, so.
これでようやく落ち着けるな。錦。なんだそりゃ。爆弾か？ユミ、バカなことはやめろ。
ダメよ。100億はあなたに渡さない。
ユミ、お前そんなに俺のことが憎いのか？まあそうだろうな。当然の話か。錦、お前まだ諦めていないのか？当たり前だ。俺はどんな犠牲を払っても登場界の跡目になる。なあ錦、それは無理だ。お前神宮に踊らされていたんだ。神宮の本当の目的はな。なことは分かってる。分かってたんだよ俺は。
え？どういうこと？
言ったろ桐生。俺
dumb.
は10年前、お前を裏切ったあの日から誰も信用しちゃいねえってな。神宮が俺に話を持ってきた時から信用しちゃいなかったんだ。
He sits down. His monologue is gonna be that long.
全てを知ってて。ああ、そうだ。俺は負けたくなかったんだよ。
I feel like if somebody went to jail for a crime I committed for 10 years, I wouldn't say I couldn't trust anybody after that.
俺はユミを愛してる。だがユミは一度も俺を振り向いてはくれなかった。ユミの中にはお前しかいなかった。10年前の事件の後、俺の目の前からお前という存在が消えた。その時俺は決意したんだ。運命を変えるためにどんな犠牲も払うってな。その犠牲が親さんやレーナだったっていうのか？そうだ。俺は100億を手に入れ登場界を継ぐ。そしてお前から弓を奪い返す。それで初めて俺の運命が変えられるんだ。
錦山君、やっぱり分かってない。
何？
そんなことして何になるの？そうやって変えた運命じゃ幸せになんてなれない。あなたは自分に都合の悪いことから逃げてるだけ。本当に運命を変えたいなら辛いことも全て受け止めて、それでも逃げないで立ち向かうことなんじゃないの？カズマやハルカのように。
うるさい！どうしてお前は俺を認めてくれないんだ！錦、なんだ？俺にはお前の苦しさがわかる。俺は一番大切にしていたお前たちを失った。もう戻ろうと思っても10年前に戻ることはできねえ。もうその運命から逃げることはできねえ。だから決着をつけよう。なあ、決着をつけよう。俺たちの戦いに。
The intro. This guy was very forgettable as a villain. He's kind of like in the background, not achieving anything for his entire time. Yeah, well, he's already lost according to this. I guess we got hit somehow. We got tables? Alright. Table time. Side table. Table? Oh, table didn't do it. Let me down. We need beast table. That's the ticket. Hit him with the palm tree. Hit him him with that love seat bonus. I know, can you believe it? Yeah. Pretty ridiculous. I don't have a way to stop that, so you know, he's just gonna heal, that's fine. We love healing. We'll just do this again. The counter there was a legit counter into that cutscene. Have you been practicing with Majima? Pretty tough. This will stop him. Hey, at least he didn't heal the fool. Oh, we died instantly, that nonsense QTE. Better keep my health above half, I guess. I was mashing the square button too, it didn't matter. The QTEs in this game are the worst I've ever seen, I think, in terms of just ignoring you and also being like a couple of frames, like inhuman reaction times expected. They feel like they're just memorization now, honestly, the way they pop up. The only time I've ever achieved them is knowing in advance that if I mash square with this Kiwami attack, it will give me the QTE. Can't stop him. Let's do that. Well, hopefully he just doesn't get any of those on me again. I've got plenty of healing still. I would say as a whole he's not too tough. He just got health. I mean, Majima's worse for dealing with. He hardly does much to me, but that attack of his, that fatal, that's no good. Just gotta watch out for that. I can't pause when he's doing that kind of stuff, so if I'm not healed enough when it starts, I might just eat it. If he starts healing and I don't have heat, I'm not gonna try and burn through it. I'm gonna just consume medicine for the first time, and you know, it feels wasteful to do that normally. But I don't want him healing that much when he's got this much health. Like right now. These QTs, I knew they were coming. If you are not mashing the square button before they show up, you're not gonna make it. Wow. I interrupted it. And that's how much damage. We just lose that much when we're on the floor. I think Beast is good here just because we're less likely to fall over, and then he can't do that. His taunt. It's a bunch of dancing. Let's keep that health up. We knocked the flashback back in him. Oh man, I've knocked you back to the chairs. Are you ready? I can't stop him without an item. He's just gonna get that full heal. That sucks because there's no chairs around. I wonder if one of the other ones would have worked. Maybe blue. Eh, we burned that health right back down, so whatever. I've done Kiwami Heat on red before, but I don't know how, and also I don't feel like I have that one. I can interrupt it if I have a weapon because it will not care about color when you have Sofa, the ultimate in non-elemental damage. The love seat. Mashing that triangle button a bunch. Not bad. Could be better. Beast mode no longer works at all here. I can see that. Let's rush down the line now. We have to punch him in the back like a true champion. Homer Simpson style. I'm gonna grab a heal one more time at least. Headbutt finish. Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing completely. It has nothing to do with the money at all, apparently.
Kazuma!
It's just a picture of me.
ごめんね。私、あなたのことずっと忘れられなかったの。記憶を取り戻した後も、こうしてあなたのことを。
He could have come visited in prison. Just I keep coming back to that. 10 years, not a single visit, not one. Her amnesia was cured. I guess she was on the run at that point.
あなたの笑顔や仕草が浮かんでいた。でも誰だかわからない。
But called.
すべてを思い出せない。そんな。
Sent a letter.
あな
Update.
たのことを待ち続けることができなかった。だから神宮のことを。でもね、はるかは何もかも失った私にとってたった一つの宝物だった。だからはるかとお別れに行った時、思わずこのペンダントをあげてしまったの。
His pocket circuit friends could have come by and visit him in prison. Ain't nobody coming to visit you in prison.
私のせいで怖い思いさせてごめんね。
I think his pocket circuit friends are jealous of him. Where's the pocket circuit racer champ when you need him?
私
Fighter.
まだやらなきゃいけないことがあるの。
What you up to? Yeah, Majima should have been there every day. What? Keep him on track. What is this? Is this the Bat Cave? Oh, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say that briefcase didn't seem like it had 10 billion in it.
このお金はあってはならない。だからもう消そうと思うの。
ユミ。
What do you mean? Just give me that money. It's fine. I'll take it. Whatever. We can use that. Listen, hey. Let's not be nuts now. Hey. Hey. Well, whatever. What if we, you know, what if we spent it?
Kiryu.
はるか。はるか。
I was going to open a bet on if she'd survive or not and just be randomly murdered. Clown shoes assassinations that are going on.
やっと見つけた。私の金だ。どうした？何もできまい。お前らはこれで終わりだ。
錦。
こんなやつに好きにさせてたまるかよ。
最後のけじめくらい俺につけさせろ。
I will shoot the bomb.
やめるんだ錦。錦。
Both of those doofuses. Oh yeah, okay, so you effectively could have just thrown it out the window.
Yumi, しっかりしろ。
お母さん。ごめんね、はるか。やっとお母さんって言ってもらえたのに。
ユミ、10年前。いや、それよりずっと前から言えなくてすまなかった。好きだった。お前のことが。
カズマ、これ。
Here's my ring. It's the French style. I borrowed $150,000 from Shinji, and I never gave it back to him. Funny story. If you decide not to die for no reason, we will give you this ring and we'll talk about it.
たった一つのプレゼントだもんね。
Being Kiryu's friend kind of sounds like it sucks. It's one present in 12 years.
私、結局。
And it was somebody else's idea.
から逃げてたのかもしれない。あなたからも、錦山くんからも。でもね。
He spent all his money on cars.
後悔は
Pocket circuit cars.
ないの。あなたを忘れないために、また記憶がなくなってしまっても、思い出せるようにって。
I'm surprised that the cop survived. He's the only friend left. Like, I guess the florist, the two friends that we have, the Bad Dad squad, is going to survive, and no one else.
もう一回、カズマに会いたかった。
And Mishima, effectively immortal.
叶ったの。お母さん。
It's too bad there's no hospital in this town. This kind of wound is a death sentence, so.
はるかはどんなことがあっても逃げちゃダメ。逃げたら私みたいに幸せ逃がしちゃうから。いい？絶対に逃げちゃダメ。
She didn't make it. It's hard to take her death dramatically when it was just like last minute of a movie. They're just like, what if we killed off everybody kind of thing, where the villain just pops in even though he's already been killed and fires another round off. They could have just as easily said, nah, she'll make it actually. It's really arbitrary. Hey, fellas.
おい、やめろ。しかし事情は後で話す。お前ら銃を下げろ。
Dang. How did your helicopter crash go, guys? Doing all right?
桐生、お前は悪くねえ。だがこの山で逮捕されたらもうシャバに出れん。俺についてこい。
もういいんだ、伊達さん。弓も錦も風間のおやっさんももうみんないない。だから人思いに逮捕してくれ。
ふざけるな。お前の戦いはまだ終わってねえはずだ。かけがえのねえものを守り続けろ。
Is he grabbing him by his pecs?
逃げるんじゃね
え。Listen, you're supposed to be the chair guy, chairman.
ない。
そうだ。お前が無所に行けばこの子はまた一人だ。お前それでもいいのか。
伊達さん、
He is not even close to parked correctly. Not even in the remote vicinity of where he's supposed to be.
おいキリュウこっちだ
じゃあお前らしっかりやれよ
行くぜ
頼む
Stay tough.
ちゃんと終わったのかよ襲名式と引退式は
ああ義理は果たしたつもりだ
しかし聞いたことねえよな組長の襲名披露と引退式が同時なんてよで5代目は誰にしたんだ
まあ世良会長やおやつさんに恥ずかしくねえやつにしたよ
ん誰なんだ
まあ意外なやつだよ
The corpse of Shinji.
おい元会長つけられてるぞ
え
Remember that guy? I sorta do.
もしかしてあいつが5代目なのか
ああやつならきっちり登場会を立て直すさじゃあ行くぜ
ああもう戻ってこないのか
さあなまた伊達さんから呼ばれることがあれば来るかもしれないぜ
そうかだが残念ながらそれはないと思うぜ俺はしばらく鞘と暮らしてみるよ今までになかった家庭ってのを楽しんでみるさ
おうじゃあなおさら俺がいない方がいいな
ああもう胃が痛い毎日とはおさらばだよじゃあなもう警察の世話になんじゃねえぞ
大丈夫だ
It's good advice.
あいつと一緒なんだからな
We just left her here? Hey, pup. Haven't seen that dog for a long time. What the fuck is this? Just, that's an unusual song to pick. Can we, I want to play my own music. That's right, it's Gangplank Galleon. Hey, we made it. I will not spin the wheel of, so...
Dang!
Skies of Arcadia is a very hard game to get a hold of a physical copy of. Work in progress, so that one's postponed until I actually pull that off. It's expensive.
Luigi! Dang.
So what we're gonna do is if you're a sub patron, as a way of showing my appreciation for the support, one of the things that is easy enough for me to do is to give you access to the vote. We're gonna reopen that soon. I'll post it in the Discord. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. This game being complete, we're gonna move to a new one and beat whatever is next that gets pulled, and you'll basically have a wheel that is full of tiles that are the size of the number of votes that they have. I have quite a few games that are pretty good to beat. I'll get that full list bumping. Maddie will be here tomorrow night. I think Thursdays I'm gonna devote back onto arcade pit challenges with the gang, try and get through the pending challenges list. So I'm gonna do that early tomorrow, and then acquire a marathon, and then we're gonna have a week of dumb shit that we probably will be doing, including eating a giant pizza and playing the plan, maybe billiards. Not sure what else we're doing yet. We didn't really schedule things. I think we're just kind of screwing around, but we probably will do some content. If not, you'll hear about it. I'll tweet what we're doing. So next week, starting tomorrow up until the 10th, will be a little strange. We're still doing Arcade Pit on Sunday and Wednesday, obviously. We did it this morning, too. We will eat giant pizza on stream. I don't know how that's... I mean, we're not going to eat the whole thing, obviously. I don't know how much I can eat of it. It's enormous. It is quite large. It won't fit in my car unless I fold down the seats levels of large. So we'll stick that. Is it still playing Amazing Grace? Let's find out. Just some nice piano. You gotta be careful with games like Hack New Vegas, Sleeping Dogs, Grand Theft Auto, because the music gets you flagged. I think there's a way to deal with that these days, but like, I'd rather just not play it at all if it's that kind of music. Civ 5, very, very bad for that reason. Very bad. Can't even get them on YouTube. Just completely banned some of those videos from my archives slowly over the course of time. Those playlists are all chopped up now because the videos are muted or deleted. I'm not sure how that Amazing Grace cover would have done, but don't trust it. Not that it's not my favorite song in the world, you know, listen to Amazing Grace every day. Got my Amazing Grace records. It would be the song version that would be copyrighted, like if they got like an orchestra together to play it. They absolutely would flag that. I streamed Sleeping Dogs already. I probably won't be doing it again without some kind of OST change, but I feel like I've finished it pretty thoroughly. Like I just am finished with it, so I don't really have a desire to play it again. I just remember liking it a lot. I actually have some clips I was going to put together of goofy shit that happened. Well, my take on this game is that the combat was much worse than I thought it would be. It's still passably good, though. Like, it's good enough, but it's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. It's not very fun combat, and you know, before too long I was hoping to just not be in any more random battles at all. And Mojima wasn't helping that, though he was fun with it at least. I have not played Neo. Other than the combat, everything else is what I kind of expected. An open world game that's pretty romping fun. A little goofy. The main story was the worst part, I think. Oh man. Just killing off the entire main cast one by one and pretending it's dramatic when it's just so goofy and predictable. It's just like, yeah, come on. Let at least one of them go. They didn't give Shinji or anything enough time to be on screen to care about them. They're just some goon that gives you a bunch of money and they're sort of your friend, I guess, but they're on the phone most of the game, and then they just get shot one time before you even see them again outside of prison. Well, I mean, I don't know how to tell you this, but we had some pretty good stories in 2005. 2006 was not the year of great storytelling. It wasn't some cliff, you know. Lord of the Rings came out before that. Every time Kazama was on screen, I figured he was going to be shot because it happened once, and I already was suspicious that it would happen. But after it happened once and he was alive, I knew it was going to happen again at some point. Like, it was just so obviously he was just not going to make it for no good reason. He was just doomed. There's our fella. What's this dog's name?
ううんこの子と遊んでたから私もう行かなくちゃ
Having literally just raised a puppy, all I can think about when they adopted a puppy is how much crap they're gonna be dealing with. Just everywhere. They gotta train this fella.
と会えるかもしれないからあ、お母さん
This is so much work.
ごめんね、ゆうちゃん。遅くなっちゃった。
ねえねえ、お母さん。サンタさん、今年も来てくれるかな。
そうね。ゆうちゃんがいい子にしてたらきっと来てくれるわ。
じゃあ私いい子にする。毎晩お母さんの肩叩いてあげるから。
あら、ほんと嬉しいわ。それじゃ早くお家に帰ってサンタさんを迎える準備しないとね。
What is he doing?
帰ろう。
Whale.
ねえ、おじさんは何歳までサンタさん信じてた？
え？いや、いくつだっけな。
信じてたんだ。
悪かったな。
All right. Well, I'll take a look at the wheel that we have for completion real quick. Let's see. Thank you. Screenshots illegal. Why are they telling me that? I'm not allowed to take a picture of my stats. First of all, why are they telling me that out of nowhere? And also, not allowed to take a picture of this. Why? Legend. Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, I doubt I'll deal with this much, but I got my 2 saves here. All of that was illegal. I hope you all forget what you saw. You just weren't allowed to see it. I'm sorry. This song is great. Let's see here. Yo, Catsworth. I am about to call it, but thanks for the host. If you aren't following Catsworth, check the channel out over at Catsworth. Here it is. I believe we have AI Arena this week also on Friday. Maddie will be here for that. I was about to show my wheel here, so let's take a look. Trying to remember how I get get rid of the background on awful air thing. As soon as I get that figured, I'll show you this wheel here. We'll see what games I've got. I've got a lot of games on here still. Let me get rid of the ones I've done. We did Gladius. Oh boy. I wonder why the CSS on this wheel doesn't work, actually. It should. Well, anyway, this is my wheel here. This is what we got on it. Let me refresh this. Yeah. So we're going to take some new votes and get some new numbers on these entries here. Table 2 being the huge one. Yeah. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Infamous Second Son, Horizon Zero Dawn. The Final Fantasy VII Remake. I've never played FF8, that's on there. And I've never played 10 either. It writes 2 I have sitting around. I've never played Inscription, I've got it. Valkyrie Profile, I don't think I've ever finished. It's got 3 endings. Grandia 1. I finished Tales of Fantasia before. Thank you for the sub. Breath of the... I've never finished a Breath of Fire game, so we'll just move to the 4th one and see if it's any good. Battle Network 2, I've only finished the first one on the randomizer. Legend of Dragoon, I've never even seen. I've never seen Elder Scrolls 1 or 2 at all, ever. They're on Steam. Wild Arms 1 I've never finished because it just kind of keeps going. I might do a cheat code to turn off battles and just run around. Suikoden 1 I've finished. I would like to finish it before I do Suikoden 2, which I have not played at all. I've not only played AVP, but it's how I started competitively gaming. I was playing this for money, so single player campaign is not the same as what I was playing, obviously, but it's still fun. I've beaten Tactics Ogre before, but I've never really beaten this version. I've not gotten anywhere in this. I've tried. I've beaten Alundra a couple times. I'd be playing the hard mode hack of Alundra that I gave Author Blues that removes hard mode. The opposite of hard mode. I've never played Alundra 2. I've never seen Jade Cocoon. I remember disliking Saga Frontier, but I don't know what it's actually like. I've not made it anywhere in it. I've never played Silent Hill. Never played Ark the Lad. I don't know what Chocobo's Dungeon's all about. I don't know what Vandal Hearts is all about. I know it's a tactics game. This game I've got sitting around, ready to go. I've seen Flint Hook, it looks pretty cool. And then Armored Core 2, I've never played, but I sure love the first 3 Armored Cores. So that's our games list, and I'll probably have a couple to add to this, like Last of Us for the PS4 I've got here. Never even seen that game. I should put that on the list. So if you're a sub or patron, this poll for these games will be out soon, and we can rebind this wheel. One of those is going to be next. Alias is also going on the list, that's right. I'll do that right now. We did beat Trigger Man, so I don't have to put that on the list. But that's going to do it for me today. And I'll get you that poll soon, because I need a new game to play now that Kiwami is wrapped up. I'll host Author Blues, playing some Talos Principle. Thanks for joining me, everybody.